Hey, happy Monday. We got Robbie here. No John today. So I am pushing back the belt day. And I only got two emails. One from Steve Vendetta. Robbie's ready to go. And Triple B. And of course, Robbie, I know Jay's got some belts there. But no John. So clearly he's not bringing any belts in. So I decided to push back Monday, to next Monday. Hopefully give everybody enough time to get their belts out from storage or wherever it is, dust it off, send me a pic, and we'll do it next Monday.
Well, I just hope I retain this title until next week on Monday, because I had to pen a 48-year-old man to get this. So
I thought it was a 9-year-old.
Oh no, I've lost that belt. I lost that belt on Saturday, but I gained this belt. Yeah.
Gotcha. All right, so you lost to the 9-year-old. Too bad. But you got
that attack. It was a sneak attack, bruh. You know how it is, man. There was interference, all kinds of crazy stuff.
But you did pin the 48-year-old, right?
Yeah, bruh. You know I did. He ain't got nothing on me because he can't see me.
Why, is he blind?
Something like that. Let's go. I'm pinning 8-year-olds and blind men to get belts.
So you pinned an old blind guy. Nice job, Robbie.
Yeah, yep. Call me Bullseye, man. Let's go.
So how was your weekend, bud?
Oh, my weekend was great. It was my birthday weekend, dude. Had a lot of fun. We had karaoke night. We had Twin Peaks night. We had daughter's recital night. We had retro game night. We had Backlash WWE John Cena retaining his title night. It was great. It was a great weekend. I appreciate all the love from everybody too. So
good.
Hope everybody else had a great Robbie weekend.
Not as good as Robbie, apparently. All right, shout outs. Let's see here. So Preston first in the house. Let's see. Mike Asbill, what's going on? TJ, hey bud. Let's see. CJ, what's happening? Let me see. Kenneth Bird, what's happening, bud? Stevie B. I think I got everyone. That's about, or everyone in the chat. So if you haven't gotten the chat, Lyle, there he is. How you doing, buddy? But all right, so I think I got everyone. All right, so quick announcement. So I put Zootopia on again, but I've just been told it is releasing on the 21st now. I'm not sure why they keep pushing it back. I'm sure it has something to do with distribution or whatever. But so I'm leaving it on the show, but realize that it is more or less a pre-order that won't ship until the 21st. All right. But I am going to introduce it again. I did it, I think, last Monday as well. But all right. So quick announcement. And tonight, so Jay, jump in here. You may actually know more about this book than I do. It is The Future is asterisk, etc. And we have the hardcover. All right. So this is a new opportunity for the XP, our first really of this nature. And this is for sale here and here only on the XP by a new publisher, Recca. Is that right, Jay?
Yes. If you want more information on it, go back and watch today's Talking Shop. Kyle actually had Fred Van Lente and I'm forgetting the other person's name, but he had them on talking to them about it. So you want more information, probably it's best to go back and watch that or some of the future shows, because I believe most the shows or just the sales shows are going to have this book all week.
Preston, that is Swamp Thing. No, Man Thing. I'm sorry. Yes, you are correct. It is Man Thing. So we'll get that in a sec. All right. So we have the hardcover. It is an EXP exclusive. So you can't find it anywhere but here. Corey, good question. How many pages? I don't know. I have it shrink wrapped and I forgot to bring it into the room, but I will grab it at the first break. I have not pulled it out of the shrink. So I don't know how many pages, but I'll show you the book without tearing off the shrink wrap. So I have not read it. There will be the regular issue comics, which I believe is coming out towards the end of the month. So the first issue will be 100 pages. So that's going to be, I think, $10. Let me take a look. Hold on. I actually emailed myself the fact sheet. So bear with me 1 second here. Oh, yeah, here it is. All right. So they're working with the XP. We are the only ones to have it. It is exclusive. Let's see. All right. So the hardcover is 30. The issue number 1 will be $13.37. It's almost 100 pages. And issues after that will be $4.04. All right. So let me see. I'm just reading.
And obviously we're censoring the title here, but there are 6 asterisks here. I'm sure y'all are smart enough to realize this book is called The Future is Robbie. So.
Now that's a good one because I thought smoked because I was thinking of Kyle. So
that's not what I thought, but that's all right.
We can't do ones as giveaways, guys. That's the only problem with this book. We can't do it as a giveaway.
Correct. So, all right. So it is brand new publishers. Let's see. And it seems like they are involved with cybersecurity. Is that correct, Jay?
Yes. Yes, they are.
All right. All right. So help this new publisher out. Okay. Even though we are a publisher ourselves, anybody new in the space is something we encourage. All right. Because at the end of the day, like a softball team, your team wants to beat the other team, but really you're competing within yourself. Okay. For play time or whatever. Corey, you certainly can. You absolutely can do that. As I said, if that's what you want to do, Corey, we will do it, my friend.
That was more of just letting people know that for this week at least, there will be no giveaways like just giving the book away or marking it down or anything. But if you're buying it, it's bought. Yeah, I get that. But this was more of a just letting folks know this won't be given away at all on any of the shows.
Right. We at the XP can't give it away. But Corey wants to play Santa Claus, as he usually does, is certainly permissible. There's no problem there. So, all right. So Corey is picking one up, and it will be the giveaway, third giveaway of the night. All right, let me jot that down. And thank you, Corey. That's actually a great way for somebody to get it and see what it's about. And I will have this book on probably for the next couple of weeks or until sellout, depending. All right, so here's your chance. Let me see. The full self-contained story. Introduces team of characters in the series. Yes, Amy.
What's up?
What's up?
I thought it would be a good idea to actually remind everyone about the forms now.
Okay.
Just certain people still don't do it. And I'm this close to just saying who specifically, but I don't like embarrassing people. So, but
except me.
That is true. So just
bang.
Hi CJ. Hi everyone who's here. Hi Robbie.
Hi Amy. And Rex, you've earned it. So you've earned the embarrassment from me.
Thank you, heel Robbie.
So, but yeah, please like the video. Please share. Tell all your friends to check us out. And yes, please, if you buy something, please fill out the form. Okay, I don't care if we have your info or not already. Fill it out. Okay. I know it's early.
What'd you say? Never mind. I heard you. Fill out your forms. See, you're also bold in the chat, but when she pulls out brass knuckles, Who do you think she hits him with? Not you, me. Okay, heel Robbie.
Yeah, and well, that's a legal move in a non-DQ match, just so you know. So,
You know,
we're no DQ here.
show her your belt. Show her your belt.
Just
I just want to say,
Yes.
before you came in here, Robbie was bragging you could never take that belt from him. I'm just saying.
I was not, but Amy would be welcome to try, but I doubt that it would happen.
Before we went on, see the arrogance. So
you're still more annoying.
yeah, because you see me every day. You only see him on Mondays. I bet if he was here 5 days a week, he'd be even more
Sometimes she
annoying.
sees me on Friday, Rex. Sometimes she sees me on Friday. So there you go.
For what, an
And I
hour?
love Fridays. I love our Fridays.
For what, an hour? So Triple B, we are not going to do that today for 2 reasons. First of all, Steve Vendetta and you were the only one to send me pics, and John is in here. And I know John definitely wants to show off the belts. So that's why.
What you guys?
Pastor Michael, what's going on?
Same
Yes,
skin, but I
Marcus,
love-
it is new belt. He
Yep,
beat up.
pinned a 48-year-old man for this one.
Yeah, he lost to 9-year-old. So 9-year-old reclaimed his belt.
Yeah.
Got some nice covers today.
Yes, we do. We most certainly do. So fill out your forms. Tune in next Monday for the throwdown match between Amy and Rock and Robbie. As Amy-
No. Next week I'm going to be
Amy
heading up to New
follow-up.
Jersey because I'm going to pin John for some of his wrestling belts, his cooking belts.
You ain't got no hope with the cooking belt. Okay, wrestling, I don't know.
I don't
It
know,
might
man. I'm
be
going to tell you, I'm going to deliver a low blow. I'm going to deliver a low blow to John Cole
Let me
and
know
knock
if
him
you
to
need
his
anything.
knees. So there you go.
Thank you, Amy. But that 9-year-old was Franklin Richards. I don't think so, but okay, fair enough. So yeah, John was not feeling too good today. So
Well, if
So,
anybody's been
I'm-
following John on his socials, he's been day drinking for like 4 days straight. So I think he's been celebrating Robbie Week. So yeah, it makes sense.
I did not want to be the guy said that, but yes,
we all
yes.
follow him on socials, man. We know what's going on.
Yeah, but I don't want to be the one to say it, you know. So yeah, so John texted me yesterday. You know what? I might as well read the text. Hold on. What did he say? All right. So John, he texted me at 7:27 last night. The odds of me being in tomorrow are lower than, and then there's a picture of a whale and a picture of poop. But if things change, I'll shoot you a text. It's 6:15. No text was forthcoming. So I have to imagine he is still feeling like whale poop. So yeah, he was living large, man.
Yeah, he
Good for him.
was. He was. I was like, man, this is Robbie Week. It's supposed to be my week, and I'm not even starting as early as John is tonight. Like, what's going
Yeah,
on?
right. Yeah, it's nuts. Yeah, Cinco de Mayo. He's up in the morning, like at 9, having shots. Let me say, John Stout, what's going on? So you had a good Robbie birthday week. That's good.
Yep, it was fantastic, man. How was your Robbie Week?
My weekend was horrific. It was horrific. This is the word. You know, I'm assuming that none of the parents actually watch my show, because if they did, they probably would have mentioned it. But this is probably the worst team I have ever coached.
Oh
So
no,
I'm
you
talking-
got the bad news Bears this year. Is that what you got?
It's bad news Bears, and it's you know what, I've had girls that were raw, untrained. I can work with that, okay, but it's the attitude. I don't know what it is. There is this attitude when I'm in the dugout and we're getting hammered, and I'm more upset than the players. That to me signifies a problem. Okay. So then, of course, as the losing record begins to build, you know, I've done this enough times. So eventually the parents, the families, they get upset. They start to wonder why we're doing what we're doing. And then ultimately the blame falls on the coaches. So luckily, I am able to advise the other coaches that this was coming. There could be any variety of reasons as to why this is happening, but I feel like things are different. I don't know. There is, I don't know. Even from the team we coached the last several years, there's been a shift in attitude. I don't know. Too many bulldozer, helicopter parents. The attitude is changed to be a me, me, me. Okay. There's no, let me tell you, Stevie B, by the second game, I felt like Walter Matthau, and I wanted to break out a cigarette and drink a beer. Okay. That's how bad it was. Okay. I'm like, I might as well smoke and drink a beer at this point because we lost this one.
You know, Rex, if you really want to whip them into shape, show up with a belt on your shoulder, and if they give you any lip, stone cold stun them. Just do that. It's an easy move. You can pull it off. It'll be fine.
Yeah. I got to tell you, I am at a loss. I am at a loss as to what to do. Usually when it happens like this, because look, I understand we're first year, but and first year, I always expect to be rough, and I expect to be below 500, because I'm always reaching for tougher competition. This team, we're not playing tougher competition, really. We're just not good, and no, I would never do that, my friend. But I have to admit, it is what I've always told every player I've coached. If I stop correcting you, even yelling at you, that's the time for you to be concerned, because that means I've given up. Okay. I just don't feel like I can help you. Okay. If I'm on you and I'm pushing you, it's because I see something there that you can turn into something more. There was a saying that one of my daughter's coaches said to me said to the girls, but I heard it. And that has stuck with me the whole time. I don't care about the talent that you have. I care about what you do with it. And that is so true. Okay. Talent is not something you have any control over. It's like being tall or short, fast or slow. That's not something you have control over. That's something God gives you, your parents, genetics, call it what you will. But what you do with it, okay, that's something, Marcus, I did. And as a result, okay, the two worst players, not in terms of skill, it is in terms of skill, but the fact that I've seen no improvement since the beginning of the winter to this point, I've seen very little improvement from these two players. So we ended up benching them for the entire second game. It wasn't our intent, but that was one game we were close to winning until the wheels fell off in the last inning, and it just all went south. So as a result of that, okay, apparently I found out from one of my other coaches, she got a text immediately after, which violates the 24-hour rule, which I made sure everyone understood. That, the 24-hour rule is whatever you have to say, whatever you want to discuss has to take place 24 hours after the final game on Sunday. Okay. She texted the other coach who wants to talk. So now I have to have the long conversation and find a way to say things that I mean without, I don't know how to, without hurting their feelings, because nobody wants to hear that it's their kid's fault or their fault. But I gotta tell you, I am just beyond. I've never been in this situation. I've dealt with parents. I've dealt with problem parents. I've dealt with kids with bad attitudes. But I don't think I've ever dealt with so many at the same time. And it's so hard. I'm not exactly sure what's going on. Definitely there's a change, but we'll see what happens. It's come to the point where I'm actually not going to go to the games this coming weekend. And because I have an opportunity to be a tournament director for another tournament that we are not in. And I decided to do that because I get paid for that. Whereas this is all volunteer. Normally I would turn that down, but I was thinking, do I really want to spend another weekend watching them get beat up and having to deal with that? Or should I just send the other coaches and go earn some money and watch some quality softball, although I'm not connected to any of the teams, and, make a little coin while I'm at it. It's come down to that. And I never felt like that with any other team. I would always want to be there with them. And we went through some painful times, but ultimately this year, as I see them move beyond, and I see that first team we coached together, my daughter and I, many of them have committed to college. Some are seniors, some are juniors in high school. So, I just don't know. So it was actually very, very painful this weekend. I drove home Saturday after a long day and was just trying to figure out what to do. And I'm at a loss. I am totally at a loss.
I'll tell you what to do, Rex. No matter what happens, no matter how good the call was, go out there on your next game, argue that call, get kicked out defending your girls.
Did. I almost got
Oh, you've
kicked
already
out.
pulled that maneuver?
I've already pulled that with an umpire that I actually know. His call was bad.
Do you kick dirt on the shoe?
I only do that as a joke to umpires I know. So I didn't do that because he'd think I was joking. But he made a very bad call to end the game. And the call was he's that kind of guy, but I kind of felt like he wanted the game to end. And there was no way we were coming back to win. But again, that's not the point. If we made a good effort, it would have proven something to the girls. So he makes a bad runner interference call. And it was a bad call. The ball was, the first baseman did not have to play on the ball. So we called it interference, saying that my runner stopped, thereby blocking the first baseman from making a play on the ball. I go, come on, man. I said she didn't stop until the ball was already past her into right field. There was no way she would make that play. There was no play. So thereby no play, no call. He disagreed. I said, come on, Tom. If you want to go home, just say you want to go home. Right. And I think he was going to toss me, but the game was over. So, we were eliminated. So where are you going to toss me to? Okay. I got to leave and go home anyway. But yeah, I was a little hot, and he did not appreciate that. He says, that's not who I am. I'm like, well, that's a pretty lame call, bro. Okay. I said, seems to me like you want to go home.
You getting kicked out of a softball game. That's what I want to see, man. I want to see you.
Next time it happens,
yeah.
No,
you're Billy Martin.
All games are taped on something called Game Changer. Okay. So I'm sure Robbie Roach, I didn't see him yet, but he can tell you. If you want to see me toss, next time I'll tell you which game, what time, and you can go back and roll back the video and see me get tossed. Okay.
And I like Marcus too. Have you used advanced analytics? Are you teaching them about launch angle and all that kind of stuff?
Ironically, actually, yes. I use something called Game Changer. So with Game Changer, I can check, and we got to go to break soon. Get ready with the books. All right, we got 29 in the room. All right, so hold on. We'll go to break right after this. Hold on. So I go to Game Changer. And Game Changer, which is, I got to admit, I was not a fan of it at first, but I've become a real fan because I can go in and look at, let's see. Where is it? Here it is. I can go in and see games played, average, on base percentage, OPS, slugging percentage, total number of hits. Then I can go to advanced stats, and I can see quality at bats percentage, and I can see spray chart, so I can see where the hits are going. So yes, I do use that, and I now part of it is how good the scorekeeper is. So I am working with that parent to make sure we're accurate, because the role of scorekeeper is so hard because other parents get on you. Okay, like how's that an error if their daughter, is a hitter? or their daughter is the fielder. If they're a pitcher, how's that a hit? That's an error. So it all depends on who. So that parent feels pressured. So I tell them to tell the other parents, number one, I'm the one making the call. Okay. So hard hit ball hits your glove. You can't handle it. Runner's safe. That's an error. Big E. Okay. That's the way I do it.
That's like baseball, softball 101 right there, man.
Well, you'd be amazed. Especially those that watch MLB baseball. If it's hit hard enough and you're Aaron Judge, they'll usually score that a hit. So it's just the way it is. But all right, enough talk. So let's go to our first break. When we get back, we'll get started with the books. All right, hang in there. We'll be right back.
FOC, a comic industry term for the final day a new comic can be ordered by a local comic shop. So what does that mean to you? Well, it's your last chance to order a new comic book from your local comic shop. Order up! The FOC show will go over every book that's about to be cut off every Friday afternoon.
I'm going to highlight some of the stuff that I think is really worth paying attention to,
so that you can put in an order at your LCS for as many copies or as many variant covers as you want.
Sometimes the store needs to know to up their orders.
Never miss out on a popular comic again. Order up, part of the experience.
Symphonic Verses, Nocturne's Romance. A song of romanticized darkness, dreaming death by sleep.
Download our app on Google Play and the App Store. It's so simple, even my mommy can use it. In a world where you hit like and subscribe on our YouTube channel, that'd be really great, thanks.
Hey, we're back. All right, so the comments giveaway. It's got to be weird. All right, so he is getting a Vampirella #1 with cover sketch by Kirstine Dan Kalim. All right, I don't know why I chose that weird because I chose them in a while. Again, you guys are missing out. Leave a comment. I think this week, from last week, we had 6. So it makes it pretty easy. And I think the other 5 I have recently given the gift to. So, sweet. Little Karate Kid, right? So, all right. So, Edward, congrats. You are the winner there. All right. The giveaway of the night is Batman #357 with Batman cover sketch by Joe Del Beato and Mariano Nicieza. And I forgot to put Mariano's name on there. All right. He'll be all right. He'll live. All right. So then we have, as always, the Dynamite 10-pack reader set. 10 random Dynamite titles, $3.99 cover price or higher. And as always, we got it for $5 to the group. And then, as usual, we had a DF mystery box. 2 CGC 9.8s, 1 Virgin, 1 signed, 1 exclusive, and 10 back issues. $200 retail value guaranteed, and we have it for $85. 2 CGC 9.8s.
You've been doing this mystery box for $85 for a while now, and y'all need to get in on this before Rex wises up and realizes he's giving away stuff. So this is probably one of the best deals we have on the show.
Yes, good point. Oh, and you know what? I forgot to grab the hardcover. All right. Keep them entertained, Robbie. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
All right, y'all. Let's keep you entertained. First of all, I want to tell you something about Rex Wang. He's a super cool dude, but you know what? He couldn't handle me. I'd smoke him in the ring. That's right. If he tried to get me in a match, I would smoke this dude so much I wouldn't even accept the match. You know why? Because I have respect for the elderly. So how about that? That's what I think. Jay, how you doing, man? How was your weekend?
I was pretty good. Saturday night we did reviews on the free comic book day books that we read with Nope and Ed.
You did that after Backlash, right?
No. Everything I watch, man, it comes after the show. If I'm gonna watch anything, it comes after.
Here we go. This is the hardcover. It is shrink wrapped, so I haven't opened it. How many pages was asked? I don't know. I have to tear up the shrink wrap to find out. Maybe Jay can find out from his end. All right, so this is thanks to our friend Corey Rust. Is the 3rd giveaway of the night. So, Jay, do you know the storyline by chance?
I haven't had the chance to read it yet.
All right, and I got these 2. Now, the actual issues are coming out when? Do you know, Jay?
Let me check. It looks like issue 1 comes out Wednesday, May 28th.
All right. So then keep in mind, you can't get this anywhere but here. Okay. And I guess I should tear open one of them. And read it probably. So this will be on at least this week, probably a couple of weeks, or until sell. I don't know how many I have, but they did send me a case. Yay big. I would say I probably have 10. Good guess, Preston. It's like those, guess how many jelly beans are in the jar. You know what? Preston. Okay, Preston is 104 pages because I'm actually going to read it and let's play a game. Thank you, Steve B. Let's play a game, and the game will be email me or submission form for a guess. I got Preston down 104 pages. And then before Triple B is 56. And then we're going to play Price is Right. Whoever comes closest, Marcus is 98. Whoever comes closest will win a prize. Let's see.
Closest without going over.
Yes, closest without going over.
I
Good point.
$1.
Corey is 40.
I choose 1 page.
You're going to lose. TJ is 128. Let's see. CJ is what? 89. Barlord is $1. So you can't bid 1. Lorena is 69.
Nice.
All right. Stevie B is 64. Let's see. Ryan is 66. Lyle's 67. Let's see. Johnny Sanchez is 100. Let's see. John Stout is 1,331.
It's a good guess.
John, I don't think you're going to win this one, buddy. 1,331. And Mike Asbell is 101. All right. I got everyone down. All right, here we go. All right, so we'll see who comes closest on Wednesday. All right. So this is available for $30. I think I have at least 10, if not more. All right, so we'll see. I probably should count them in the case. Let's see. Toilet paper math. So the number of pages is the numbered pages. Okay, so I'm only counting those. All right, let me put it another way. I guess any page with art, I will discount. Well, I don't know. What do you think, Robbie? How should I do it?
I think you should count the pages within the 2 covers, and that's the winner.
Good idea. Okay, Becky.
I know you can count to at least 100 or more, so you got it.
Thank you, Robbie. All right, so Becky is 128. Gotcha, Becky. All right. Oh, no, wait. Becky, you can't do 128 because TJ has 128. So you can do 129 or 127.
What does the winner
Let me
get?
know which one to be. Huh?
What does the winner get again?
I don't know. I'm making this up as I go along, dude.
All right. Well, you can let Becky have 128, and if 128 is the answer, you just, whatever the prize is, rip it in half and send one to each.
Okay,
That's some
Solomon.
King Solomon wisdom for you right there, man, right?
All right, 127. Thank you, Becky, for being cooperative, unlike Robbie. All right, so I got everyone's numbers down. All right, so we will find out on Wednesday. Yes, Preston, the winner gets Robbie's belt.
You got to pin me for that belt, my man. Come on. You got to pin me or get me in submission. That's the way it works.
All right. Next,
but I will not agree to a match without no DQ, just so y'all know. Because I lie, cheat, and steal like Eddie Guerrero. Let's go.
Yeah, ask the 9-year-old. He'll tell you.
Yeah. I had a good I got a good grip on the rope when I was pinning that 8-year-old man.
Oh, Dave. I'm sorry.
He might be 9. I don't know how old he is, but he's young. But he didn't stand a chance.
I did not, Becky. What did he say? Tell me.
I said that I respect you too much. I would never accept a challenge from you, Rex, because I respect you too much, is what I said.
Because you're old.
Because you're old. And I said I respect my elderly. So
I will have to go back and review the tape.
Please do.
Clearly. All right. So the sketch covers of the night. Amazing Spider-Man Blood Hunt #1 with Hobgoblin Carousel cover. Suggested retail of $149.99. And we've got it for $65. And I'm doing it again. If you get 2 sketch covers tonight, I'll do 2 for $120. Then we have Justice League Unlimited with Penguin cover sketch by Jessica Court. And Jessica gave us something extra.
Uh-oh. This is awesome, by the way, because it's basically like it doesn't look like Colin Farrell, but it looks similar enough, and it's classic paint.
Cool. So she did this on the front.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was an extra. And I was flipping it over and saw that. So I decided, well, we got the scan of it, so I might as well leave that there. So that was
if I can get away with just drawing an umbrella, I'll send you those sketch covers next week, bro.
God, draw a stick figure. Who cares at this point? Draw a line. I don't care.
No, but I do like this because she is alluding to the Penguin series with the look with the scar, but it's the classic Penguin costume. I think that's super cool.
Yeah, it's kind of a Burgess Meredith, kind of a mix, right? Because of the
Yeah.
costume.
Yeah, for sure. I
All
love it.
right.
This is a really good one. Jessica Court's back, y'all. Come on.
Yeah, this one's nice. I gotta admit. All right, so then we have Avengers #1 with Black Widow cover sketch by Joe Del Beato and Mariano Nicieza. Obviously inspired by the new movie. That's why she's blonde. So have you seen that yet, Robbie?
I still haven't seen it. I got super busy with all of the Robbie Week festivities, but it and Sinners dominated the box office again. So the first two solidified hits of the year, I would say.
And weird, you are the comments winner.
First two solidified live action hits, I should say.
Steve Vendetta. Okay. You're guessing 104.
What's up, Eddie? Happy Robbie Week. You won the giveaway last week.
Yeah, Edward. Just so you know. All
Got
right.
a nice, cool, vampy cover sketch.
All right. So next up, we have Predator versus Black Panther with Man-Thing cover sketch by John Pleak. Who's asking about this? I forgot. Jay, can you show Edward what got? And get a sec. There you go. That's what you wanted, Weird. Who asked me about the Man-Thing cover sketch? I forget now. All right, but it's a nice piece. It's just a retail of $149.99, and we have for $65. All right. Then we have Brave and the Bold, JLA number 29, with animated JLA cover sketch by Tracy Medina. Suggested retail of $149.99, and we have for $65. And remember, we're doing it again.
Preston's the one that asked
wait.
about the Man-Thing, by the way.
Wait, Steve Vendetta. 104 is some. Oh, yes. Steve, Preston is right. He claimed 104. So you can do 103 or 105. It's up to you.
Can I do 104.5?
No, you cannot.
But what if a page is like ripped in half, bro?
You. What is it with you and ripping things in half today? So let me know, CVV. All right. So then we have Ultimate Spider-Man #1 with Spidey cover sketch by Gordon Purcell and Mariano Nicieza. So it's weird. So we have a exclusive 108. Yeah, we can do. Let me see. 108. I think 108 is open. It is. All right. So you are 108, my friend. All right. So the numbers that weird is an exclusive book that we are working with a new publisher, Recca, and it's The Future Is ... It's a hardcover, and right now the EXP is the exclusive seller of this book, at least for a bit, and the hardcover. So you'll see it on this show and other EXP shows. Easy, what's up, bud? Other shows that are sales shows. I don't know about the interview shows or things like that. I don't know if they're going to be offering it, but we will be here. No, we're not guessing the price. The hardcovers are $30 a piece. And Corey bought one to act as a giveaway. So you have an opportunity to win one. And there's a flood advisory just issued in my area. I have a little bar at the bottom of my.
Hey, Rex, real quick.
Yeah.
So technically, Corey bought two. Just want to make sure you have them written down for the one, because he said one for me and one to give away.
Oh, okay. I did
just
not
wanted
see
to, okay, just wanted to check with you.
Thank you, Jay. All right. So I got it down now. All right. So he is giving one away, and the actual giveaway tonight is not actual, but the other giveaway is Batman number 357 with Batman cover sketch by Joe Delbiato. All right. So we are guessing the number of pages.
You're guessing the page count, Eddie. Yeah, the page count. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what we're guessing. And I'm going to crack the book open because there's shrink wrap. I'm going to crack one open because it probably is a good thing if I read this. And then we just turned into a game. And whoever comes closest, Price is Right rules, without going over, wins a prize. Don't ask me what the prize is because I'm making this up as I go along. So I have no idea what the prize is going to be. Yes, the future book. That is correct. Easy go lucky. So we are guessing. Now you have a chance to win one tonight, that courtesy of our buddy Corey. The EXP bathroom. There is no EXP bathroom. The EXP exists in the cloud. Okay.
He's going to take it to the Dynamite Entertainment bathroom, y'all.
106. Let me see. 106 is open, Edward. So I'll put you down for 106. All right. So from 100 to 108 is a pretty crowded field. So it should
and
be
I've already picked one. So nobody can pick one. So
yeah.
I've seen a lot of people win Price is Right with that logic.
78. So. Yes, it is. It is open. Let me see. 78. Okay. So if you're stupid enough to pick one, know that it's been taken by Robbie.
I'm smart.
Well, there are other ways to say that, but okay. All right. You got it easy. So I'm just making games up. Here we go. All right. So next sketch cover is Ultimate Spider-Man #1 with Spidey cover sketch by Gordon Purcell and Mariano Nicieza. Again, sketch covers 2 for Ed Craze. You're at 2. All right. All right, Ed. I got you down.
I think I'll still win.
Well, wait till everybody figures out what how many pages are in the first issue alone.
So here's the thing, Robbie. You're not going to win because clearly there's more than one page. And
but
now
what if you open it up and they're all stuck together? If you open it up, Rex, and they're all stuck together, that counts as one, bruh. It's like nacho rules, you know? I'm just saying.
I think you had too much fun during a Robbie birthday week.
I have a good feeling about one page.
88. Let me see. Easy. Yes, you can. 88 is still open. But note that it's very crowded there because there is an 87 and an 89. So you're going to have to get it right on target to win the 88. So easy clearly is not played. Price is Right before. Don't worry, Preston. It won't be. Trust me. All right. So moving on, the ratios. Oh, wait. Keep yours at 78. Hold on.
Yeah, did we want to take the break we're a little over on first before we get to that?
Oh, yeah. Let's do that. I'm sorry.
That's a good suggestion.
Yeah, we're going to take a break. We'll be right back.
Order Battle Quest comics at your local comic shop today.
According to a statistic that I just made up, people spend 4 hours a day changing the television channel. People who watch The Experience don't do that. Save yourself a ton of time by tuning into The Experience and enjoying our new original programming 7 days a week. And then tell your friends. Think about the money they could save on batteries in the remote alone just by tuning into The Experience. Find out more by scanning the QR code below. What do you call the place on Spider-Man's wrists where the webs come out? His website. I hate myself for writing that joke, but you'd make me feel so much better if you just visited our website. We have links to our merch, new release lists, all the show info, and so much more. TheEXPLive.com. Twitch. It's not just what happens when you have too many energy drinks anymore. Check out our content over there too.
All right, we're back. All right, so here we go. Yeah, good point, CJ. All right, so I got everyone's numbers in. All right, there we go. All right, so next up, the ratios. First blank, the only blank. Hey, Robert, what's up, bud? So just so you know, I'll do in the recap. So the first one is Metamorpho number 57. It's the blank variant. And we have this one for $5. And believe it or not,
Excuse me, Rex. It's Brave and the Bold number 57 featuring Metamorpho, just so you know.
I almost thought Robbie turned in the cover when I saw this.
Yeah, I'm going to send you a bunch of covers of John Cena. It's going to be great.
Sure, I'll hold my breath.
His name was Robert Paulson.
All right, here we go. So the ratios. First up, we got Fantastic Four Fanfare number 1. 125 ratio by Simone DiMeo is a 9.2 to a 9.6. We have 2. That's why you have the wide range. We have them both for $20.
This was a nice, fun little book. You know, like basically a Fantastic Four anthology book. First issue had work from Mark Waid, Alan Davis, 2 important creators in Fantastic Four history.
All right. Then we have All New Venom number 6, 125 ratio by E.J. Su is a 9.4. I only have one of these. And we have this one for $10.
You know, I'm not a fan of this book, but I'm a fan of this cover. Look at the anime action energy in this cover, the way that they warp the perspective. They got the speed lines. Venom is literally leaping out of the page, coming for your dollars. All 10 of them.
God, I hope so, Preston, because otherwise that means we won't win a game this entire season. That would be bad. Because we all know Robbie ain't sending those blanks back ever.
Well, I can't wait to prove you wrong, bruh. And then I'm just never going to let you live it down.
That's about the only thing I think that will motivate you to do this. All right. So next up, we have Star Wars number 1, 125 ratio by Pepe Larraz. It's a 9.2 to a 9.4. And we have this for 15 bucks.
It's a pretty cool cover. Pepe Larraz, one of Marvel's top artists right now. It's cool to see him do some I almost said Star Trek. Star Wars work. I know what Star Wars is. Yeah, Butch Guys passed last week, man. That was a big loss in our community.
All right. Yeah, that is definitely. All right. Next up, we have Star Wars number 1:50 ratio. Lionel Francis Yu. It's 9.4 to 9.6, and we have this one for 25.
I was about to be like, Nick better get his lawyers on the phone. I thought that was Monstar and behind Han Solo, but it's not. It's the cyborg dude whose name I never remember.
So Butch Guice, interestingly enough, was someone I actually met years and years ago during Death of Superman days when that was the big craze.
Yeah, because he was the artist on Action at that time, right? And you were heavily involved in all of that stuff, right? With the
and he was signing books for us. Him, Dan Jurgens, Jerry Ordway, whole mess of them. And his given name was Jackson Guice, if I remember correctly.
But sometimes he's credited Jackson, sometimes he's credited Butch. But fantastic artist. He did some great work. On the Action Comics title, he did great work on Resurrection Man back in the day. Did great work on Ruse during Cross-Gen Comics, if anybody remembers those days. Yeah, he'll be missed because he was still working.
So that is a shame. I mean, we've lost so many. It feels like in the last 2-3 years, some real legends in the industry. So it makes me feel old. Makes me feel like I'm way too old these days, as this happens more and more. Our thoughts out to his family, obviously, with the loss. It's really a shame. All right, so now we have the back issues, and I brought Avengers Strong. I don't know why, it just felt like it. So first up, we have Avengers number 107. Is a 6.5 to a 7.0, and we have this for $10.
I always loved it when the Green Reaper showed up in the pages of Avengers. Super cool character with a familial history with the Avengers. So I always loved that dynamic.
All right. Then we have Avengers number 162. First appearance of Jocasta. It's a 7.5 to an 8.0, and we have this one for $10.
Jocasta, another Avenger, and at times Avenger's enemy with a familial history. And Preston Cross-Gen had art from some of the industry's best and finest, including Bart Sears, Greg Land, Butch Guice, the artists, Jeff Johnson, Jim Chung. The artists on Cross-Gen were amazing. They're really some good books. Y'all should definitely check them out if you didn't before.
All right. Then we have Avengers number 164. It's 7.5 to an 8.0. And we have this one for $10.
It's got Whiplash in it. That's cool.
Yeah, George Perez. All right. So then we have Superman number 712. I thought this was fitting. And Jay will be happy to hear this. I am actually getting kind of excited for Superman to come out.
Trailer Wednesday. Just saying.
Not that excited. I'm not you, Jay. It's an 8.0. We have this one for 15.
This is also a really, really fun kind of one-shot, one-and-done comic focusing in on crypto. Kurt Busiek, Rick Leonardi. It's a solid book. If you've never read this, you'll like it. Trust me. Really good stuff.
All right. And then we have Werewolf by Night, number 13. First appearance of Topaz Taboo. And it is a 6.0. And we have that for $20. All right. So we're going to do a quick Rex cap. Before we get to the Dynamite books. And again, I'm going to cover Zootopia number, let me just check the number real quick. Zootopia number 3, but that is not shipping. Will not arrive at your LCS until 5/21. And don't ask me why it was pushed back the release date. I don't know. Above my pay grade, they don't share that info with me.
TJ, you're right, man. Butch Geist was the main artist on CrossGen's Ruse series, which is like a Sherlock Holmes kind of book that was written by Mark Waid. That was a really good book. They even did a short revival of it at Marvel a few years ago.
All right. So if you haven't already, the giveaway of the night is Batman number 357 with Batman cover sketch by Joe Del Beato. All right. And the hashtag is, as always, EXP Monday, all lowercase.
Get those hashtags in. We want to see some winners tonight, y'all.
All right. So then we have the Dynamite 10-pack reader set. 10 random Dynamite titles, $3.99 cover price or higher. And we have it, as always, $5 to the group. Oh, that easy. That's super nice, dude.
Very kind.
That is super nice, man. Everyone feeling like Santa Claus. Corey started a trend. You know, right before Christmas, you remember? Everybody was buying something for somebody. That was really cool. That was super cool.
And Preston, to address your comment, I don't think Superman's going to make $1 billion, but if Superman is, if it makes over 700 mil and it's appreciated by critics and fans, that will be a success.
I would agree with that. That's a smart statement.
Yeah, the problem is July is stacked right now. You got Fantastic Four, you got Superman, you got the new Jurassic Park movie. I've already called it. I think the Jurassic Park movie, or Jurassic World, I guess, is going to be the $1 billion movie of those three.
You think so?
But I think so. I think that there's more of a proven track record consistently with modern theater fans for Jurassic World than there is for Marvel and for DC. So,
all right. So
I think Superman will be the best film, though, personally.
All right. So now, Robbie, what's up, bud? Then we have the DF Mystery Box, 2 CGC 9.8s, 1 Virgin, 1 Sign, 1 Exclusive, and 10 back issues. $200 retail value guaranteed, and we've got it for $85. Best deal we've ever had. Okay, and then the future is ... So this is a new publisher, Rekka, and the EXP has the privilege of working with them, and we have this book exclusive, at least for a bit. I'm going to be selling this for the next couple of weeks. And just so you know, our friend Corey was nice enough to buy one as a giveaway. So you don't need to enter another hashtag. What you entered EXP, NC, or Monday, lowercase, is fine. But that is the second giveaway of the night. Thanks to Corey. Thank you, Corey. All right, then we have Amazing Spider-Man Blood Hunt #1 with Hobgoblin Carousel cover sketch or cover. Suggested retail of $149.99, and we have for $65. And I'm doing 2 for $120 on the sketch covers. Then we have Justice League Unlimited #1 with Penguin cover sketch by Jessica Court. Suggested retail of $149.99, and we have this one for $65. Then we have Avengers #1 with Black Widow cover sketch by Joe Del Beato and Mariana Nicieza. Suggested retail of $149.99, and we have this one for $65 as well. Then we have Predator versus Black Panther with Man-Thing cover sketch by John Pleak. Suggested retail of $149.99, and we have this one for $65.
I'm going to address Barlord real quick. Yeah, the last 2 Jurassic Park or Jurassic World flicks, a lot of people didn't like them critically, but kids love dinosaurs. Adults love dinosaurs. Those movies make money. I think there's going to be some hesitancy on Superman and Fantastic Four, but I do think that all DC wants is a generalized positive response for Superman to consider it a success. Like I really do. Like if you
See,
actually have people that say the Superman movie was good, DC movies are good, I'm excited about the future. That's what they're looking for right now, more so than money, in my opinion.
What were you say, Jay?
Well, see, that kind of goes to my point of I don't know when $1 billion became the benchmark for a good movie, but I've seen plenty of movies that hit $1 billion that I didn't find very good. And I've watched plenty of movies that were kind of quote unquote box office bombs that I thought were terrific. So Superman doesn't need to hit $1 billion. That would be awesome. I don't think it's going to either. I just want people to enjoy the movie. That's what I want. I want people to fall back in love with Superman so I can get more Superman movies and don't have to wait 13 years till I get another one.
You know, I think the $1 billion thing became in vogue when they started spending $500-600 million on these movies, right? Because they were consistently making that amount of money, right? But the superhero craze has faded just a little bit. I'm not saying it's gone. People still care. People still want superhero
throw
content,
it up there,
right?
and expect people to see it or watch it.
So I think DC right now, the best they can hope for, I think what they truly want is just a positive audience and critical response to the movie, because they haven't had that in a while, right? Marvel, Fantastic Four is not going to, y'all know me. Robbie is to Fantastic Four as Jay is to Superman. And there will never be in my lifetime a Fantastic Four movie that makes $1 billion, right? And I agree with what you're saying, man. Just the amount of money that a movie makes doesn't mean that that's a good movie. First of all, art is subjective. So it's up to each of us individually to decide if we think something is good or bad, right? But Marvel is probably banking more on $1 billion than DC is right now, because they're kind of like trying really hard to make it work and make it stick. And, you know, so and like I said, personally, I think out of those 3 movies, I think Superman will be the best film. I'm excited, and I think it's going to work. I think it will be a hit. I have trust and faith in James Gunn, but I've been wrong before. But I do think the biggest movie of the year, money-wise, might be Lilo and Stitch, but I'm not sure.
Kills Corgi, welcome. All right, here we go. Then Brave and the Bold, JLA number 29 with animated JLA cover sketch by Tracy Medina. It's just a retail of $149.99, and we have tonight for $65.
Kilted Corgi, what are you saying when you say you enjoyed the first Fantastic Four movie? Are we talking about the Tony Story film from Fox in like 2005? Or are we talking about the Roger Corman film? Because I guess technically that was the first one, right?
Yeah, I guess. If you want to call that a film. All right.
Sean agrees with me. Lilo and Stitch probably going to be the biggest movie of the year. But that's like a no-brainer, right? Kids still like, you know, parents love taking their kids and dropping them off at the theater and just letting the theater employees deal with them for like a couple hours, you know?
Wow.
Like,
Kilted Corgi says Corman.
Word. Well, best Dr. Doom we've ever gotten on screen. I'll tell you that much.
All right. So then we have Ultimate Spider-Man number 1 with Spidey cover sketch by Gordon Purcell and Mariano Nicieza. Shows at retail $149.99, and we have for $65. And again, if you get 2 of the sketch covers tonight, I'll do them 2 for $120. All right, and then we have Metamorpho number 57. This is the blank variant. I got 1, and I've got it for $5. So this is for my buddy CJ, Easy Go Lucky. I know you guys like the blank one. So if you want it, there it is. All right, then the ratios. Fantastic Four Fanfare number 1, 125 ratio by Simone DeMeo is a 9.2 to a 9.6. I have 2, and I have them for $20 each. Then All New Venom number 6, 125 ratio by EJ Sue is a 9.4, and we have this one for 10. Then we have Star Wars number 1, 125 ratio by Pepe Larraz. It's a 9.2 to a 9.4, and we have this for 15. Then we have Star Wars #1, 1-50 ratio by Lionel Francis Yu. It's 9.4 to a 9.6, and we have this for 25. And then we have Avengers, the back issues. Avengers #107, 6.5 to 7.0, and we have that for $10. Avengers
Real quick,
#1.
Sean's talking about
Yeah.
Fantastic Four looking like a manga in that cover. If you want to see the Fantastic Four look like manga/anime, check out the Fantastic Four series they did in the mid-2000s. It's actually a cool series. It's kind of got this anime feel to it, animation-wise, but it was actually pretty decent. The only bad thing they did was the Thing spray paints his chest with a 4 on it. That's stupid. We can all agree that's stupid, right? That's just dumb.
All right. Then we have Avengers #162. It's a 7.5 to an 8.0. First appearance of Joe Costa. And we have that for $10. All right. And then we have Avengers #164. It's 7.5 to an 8.0. And we have that one for $10. Then Superman #712. It's an 8.0. And we have this for 15.
It's a really
And
good
then
book, y'all.
And then Werewolf by Night #13. First appearance of Topaz the Taboo. It's 6.0. And we have this for 20.
I got a question for you, Rex, real quick.
Shoot.
You know, we used to always do that show on Fridays where we would like talk about news and the movies and all that kind of stuff. Marvel just announced that all of their television shows after the Vision one will no longer focus on the movie stars of the MCU, but newer characters or side characters. How do you feel about that?
I think that's going to be hit or miss. Okay. I think they're trying to shake things up and find that magic they want to add. I don't know if it's a good idea or a bad idea. It didn't really work for Star Wars, so I'm not sure why it would work for this. Okay. You know, I think DC is actually making that work a little bit better with Peacemaker and things like that. I don't know. They're trying so many things that I don't know. I really don't. So
yeah, Peacemaker's like an outlier, right? You know, you got like Peacemaker's kind of like an outlier.
Is good, Marcus. Andor is good, but think of how many bad ones had to come before Andor. You know, bad movies, bad.
I think the biggest thing is not even using major characters or minor characters. I think it's quality over quantity, and I think that they're trying to get into that, and we can see, you know. But like, if they give me a Herbie TV show, I'm done. I'm done with it completely. It's over. We're done. But yeah, so there you go.
So I want to see Thunderbolts. I think that you know, everything I'm hearing about it, the trailers I've seen. What do you mean, Jay? I think that will. Why do I hear that?
What Robbie was saying to Sean, when you said series, I didn't know if you were talking about a show or if you were talking about a comic run.
Oh, no, I'm talking about the comic book run. But if you want to talk about 2000s manga influence on the art, there's a brief run from Adam Warren. I think it's right before Jeff Loeb and Carlos Pacheco did their run. That's pretty good, and it has a manga influence. But yeah, I was talking about the show, which I liked, and I love the one from '94 too, Sean. I love that dumb theme song. I love it. Reed Richards is elastic, so can fade from sight. Yeah, it's good stuff. Good stuff.
Johnny's the Human Torch,
and the Thing just loves to fight.
You really do love karaoke, man.
I love karaoke, and I love the Fantastic Four, my friend. So,
all right. So, Space Ghost #12 is out this Wednesday. All right. So we have cover A by Francesco Mattina. This is a cover price of $4.99. Then we have cover B. It's the Jay Lee variant, and we have this a cover price as well. Then we have cover C by Bjorn Berens. This is also a cover price. Then we have cover D by Anthony Marquez. And we have that at cover price. And then we don't have this in. I don't think it will be here by Wednesday, but we do have the cover E. It's the Matina Virgin. It's a metal version, sorry. And it is $100, but you can imagine what this is going to look like in metal.
Yeah, I'm fairly confident in saying that I'm fairly sure that Space Ghost might be the best reviewed Dynamite comic of all time. There's a good reason for that. And I had the writer, David Pepose, on the show again recently here on Friday. We had a great conversation. Y'all should check it out. It's really good.
Oh, that reminds me. What is the movie tonight?
Oh, we're kicking off Crew's Choice right now, and we're in the midst of Annie May. So all throughout May, Crew's Choice is anime films. And tonight we're doing my buddy John's pick, Your Name, which I had never heard of, never seen. And it's one of the most popular anime films of all time, or at least it was at the time. It's a really good movie. Came out in 2016. It's pretty good. So we'll have a great conversation about that tonight. Your Name.
There you go. Tune in. All right. So
yeah, anime's had a good kickoff so far. Akira last week. Your Name this week. Next week, Princess Mononoke. It's going to be a good month.
All right. Then we have cover F, the Anthony Marquez Virgin, and we have that for $50.
Ryan, you could own a metal comic soon by ordering that Space Ghost one tonight.
And then we have cover G, the 1:10 ratio Bjorn Berens version, and we have that for $10.
Now that Space Ghost is a man who's been watching too much anime, if you know what I mean.
All right, and then we have cover H, the 1:10 J. Lee black and white variant, and we have that for $10. All right, and then we have cover I, the 1:10 Anthony Marquez black and white version, and we have that one for $10. And then we have cover J, the 1:15 J. Lee black and white version, and we have that for $15.
Preston, we are not doing Ghost in the Shell this year for anime. If we do an event like this again, I guarantee you my pick would be Ghost in the Shell. That's one of my second favorite anime films. And Sean, you're right. You need to keep those metal covers in the bag, not just to avoid fingerprints, but to avoid cuts and bleeding on the comic, because those things are sharp.
Well, sometimes when Sean's acting up, I'll take him out of the bag and throw him at him. So
nice. That's why he's like, no metal covers for me.
All right, so you can also get the Matina cover in a virgin form for it. It's a 1:15 Matina Virgin, and that we have for $15. So not quite metal, but you still get the cover if you want. And of course, it is cover A at cover price as well with the trade dress. Then we have cover L, the 1:20 J. Lee version. And we have that for $20. And then we have Space Ghost number 12, cover M, the 1:5 Bjorn Berens black and white. And we have that for $5. And then cover N, the 1:7 Francesco Matina black and white variant. And we have that for $7. Then we have cover Green Hornet Miss Fury is next. Number 5, cover A by Francesco Francavilla. And we have that at cover price of $4.99. And then we have cover B by Jay Lee. And we have that at cover price as well. And then cover C by Jonathan Case. And we have that at cover price. And then we've got cover D by Jacob Edgar. And we have that at cover price. Then we have cover E, the 110 J. Lee black and white variant. And we have that for $10. And then cover F, the 110 Jacob Edgar Virgin. And we have that for 10.
We got Becky with a claim for Green Hornet C and D.
You got it, Becky. Becky wants C and D. Gotcha, Becky. All right, then we have cover G, the 115 ratio. J. Lee black and white. And we have that for 15. And then we have cover H, the 115 Jonathan Case Virgin, and we have that for 15. Then we have cover I, the 120 J. Lee Virgin, and we have it for 20. Then we have cover J, the 120 Francesco Francavilla Virgin variant, and we have that for 20. Let me see. All right, so we have Silverhawks number 4 coming out on Wednesday as well. So should I do a quick recap, you think? What do you think, Robbie? Oh, Space Ghost C and D also. You got it, Becky.
We got 6 minutes till the next break. I say you go through the Silverhawks, and then we'll see where we're at.
There's a lot of Silverhawks, so I don't think we'll make it to the break, my friend.
I'll be quiet for 6 minutes, man. You got it. Go.
All right, hold on. I got to get down Becky first. All
But
right.
before I shut up for 6 minutes,
Oh,
Silverhawks is awesome. Silverhawks is awesome. My favorite Dynamite book right now. Just so y'all know.
All right. So let's see. Silverhawks number 4, cover A by Mark Spears. Excuse me. And we have that at cover price. And then cover B, the J. Lee cover. And we have that at cover price. And then we have cover C, the James Stokoe variant. And we have that at cover price of $4.99. Then we have cover D by Geraldo Borges. We have that at cover price. And then we have cover E, the Drew Moss variant. And we have that at cover price. Then we have Silverhawks number 4, cover F, the Lyrics Lee connecting variant at cover price. And then cover G, the Mannix variant. And we have that at cover price as well. And then we have cover H, the Mark Spears foil. And we have that for $9.99. Then cover I, the Mark Spears foil Virgin. And we have that at $29.99. Then we have cover K, the Mark Spears Virgin, and we have that at $50. And then we have cover L, the 110 David Cousins Battle Damage variant, and we have that at $10. Then we have cover M, the 110 Lyrics Lee connecting foil variant, and we have that at $10. Then cover N, the 110 J. Lee black and white Virgin, and we have that at $10. Then we have cover O, the 115 David Cousins Battle Damage Virgin variant. We have that at 15. Then we have Silverhawks number 4, cover P, the 115 ratio Lyrics Lee connecting foil version for $15. And then we have covered Q, the 115 Mannix version. And we have that at 15. Then we have cover R, the 120 Lyrics Lee connecting version at 20. Then we have cover S, the 120 Drew Moss version, and we have that at 20. And then we have cover T, the 120 Geraldo Borges version. We have that at 20. Then we have cover U, the 125 James Stocco variant. Had that at 25. Then we have cover V, the 125 J Lee version. Have that at 25. Then we have cover W, the Mark Spears purple variant, and we have that at $4.99 cover price. Cover X, the Mark Spears purple foil, and we have that at cover price of $4.99. Then we have cover Y, the 17 Mark Spears red variant, and we have that at $7. Then we have cover Z, the 17 Mark Spears color splash variant, and we have that for $7. Then we have cover ZA, the 110 Mark Spears purple foil version, and we have that for $10. Then we have cover ZB, the 110 Mark Spears red version, and we have that for $10. And then we have cover C, or cover ZC, the 115 Mark Spears color splash version, and we have that for $15. Then we have cover ZD, the 115 Mark Spears purple version. We have that for $15. All right, and that is the Silverhawks, folks. So we got Red Sonja, Army of Darkness coming up, and let's see. And then Zootopia, which releases on 5/21. All right. So we're going to take a break. We'll get right back, and we will finish the Dynamite books, and then we'll do a full recap. All right. So hang out. Having fun here.
The limit is the sky with no glass ceiling. But if the shoe fits, feel free to walk up in it. You can catch me in the sky with no flight attendants, or either in the coupe, but the roof is not attended. I don't look back, I don't look back, I don't look back, I don't look back. I just go forward, I just go forward, I just go forward, I just go forward. I don't hear that, I don't hear that, I don't hear that, I don't hear that. I just ignore it, I just ignore it, I just ignore it, I just ignore it. Rap hitting, I button up Benjamin. I'm not like them, my cause was cut different. For those that are listening, please know that I never backpedal, nah, never that. I don't look back, I don't look back, I don't look back, I don't look back. I just go forward, I just go forward, I just go forward, I just go forward. I don't hear that, I don't hear that, I don't hear that, I don't hear that. I just ignore it, I just ignore it, I just ignore it, I just ignore it. I don't look back, I don't look back, I don't look back, I don't look back.
Programming on the EXP is made possible by viewers like you, or your local comic shop, or that Kickstarter you backed, or the publisher you like, or comic industry professionals who want to share a message with the world. Really, anyone who wants to advertise with us can. If you're interested in seeing a product you know and love, or are creating, or are publishing, or are involved with, advertised here on The Experience, and having your message shared with our viewers, please reach out by scanning the QR code below or visiting our website and using the contact form. Did you know that Arthur, King of the Britons, in Monty Python and the Holy Grail was played by a famous Graham? Check out another famous Graham by following our Instagram.
All right, we're back. All right, so we are at Red Sonja versus Army of Darkness #2. And I got Becky. You're good, Becky. I got you for your Silverhawks. All right, so first one is Red Sonja versus Army of Darkness #2, cover A by Bjorn Berens. And we have this at cover price of $4.99. Then we have cover B by Tim Seeley. And we have that at cover. And then cover C by Tom Rainey. And we have that at cover price as well. And then we have cover D, Nicole Jelinek. And we have that at cover price. And then we have cover F, the Tom Rainey Virgin. And we have that at $50. Then we have cover G, 110, Tim Seeley, black and white variant. We have that at 10. And then cover H, the 110 ratio, Nicole Jelinek, Virgin. And we have that at 10. And then we have the cover I, the 115, Tim Seeley, black and white Virgin. We have that at 15. Then we have cover J, the 115 Bjorn Berens Virgin, and we have that at 15. Then we have cover K, the 120 Tim Seeley Virgin, and we have that at 20. All right, and then we have Zootopia #3. Again, this is not releasing until the 21st, so not this Wednesday, but the Wednesday after, right? Yeah. All right. So, Zootopia #3, cover A by Trish Forstner. And we have that at cover price. Then we have cover B by Alessandro Rinaldi. And we have that at cover price. Then we have cover C, Craig Rousseau, color bleed variant. And we have that at cover price. And then cover D, the storybook art variant. And we have that at cover price. Then we have cover E, the movie characters variant. And that one we have a cover price. Then we have cover F, the 110 movie characters version. And we have that at 10. Cover G, the storybook art version. And we have that at 10. Cover H, the 115, Craig Rousseau color bleed version. Had that at 15. Cover I, the 115, Alessandro Rinaldi version. And we have that at 15. And then cover J, the 120, Trish Forstner version. And we have that at 20. All right, and those are the Dynamite books of the week. All right. So we have enough time to do a full Rex cap. And that's what we'll do. So, any other questions, Robbie, that you want to bring up?
I got a question for the chat. So I've got a blank cover that Dynamite sent me not too long ago. And I want to start working on it. And I got some time blocked off this week. And it's an Action Comics, right?
So we're measuring time in decades now?
Yes. It's an Action Comics blank variant. I'm curious what DC characters y'all might like to see. And if I see one that I think I can draw, then I'll go with it. So what DC character would you like to see?
Stick Figure Man.
Robbie,
I say Stick Figure Man.
Can I make a suggestion?
Yeah, but just so you know, your suggestion might be me dressed up as that character, just so you know.
Well, I was going to ask if you could do a logo. You know the old Superman 78 logo where it's like the clear logo with the rainbow shining through it?
Brother, you know what the hardest thing to do in comic books is? The Superman logo, man. Come on,
Really?
get out of here. I can't do that.
Marcus, we didn't send him more blanks. That's the original shipment of blanks that took place, 3 years ago?
Yeah, I still got them, and I'm ready to go now at this point.
All right. I got a better question for the chat. Who honestly believes Robbie is going to do this?
I do. If he's saying it right now like he is.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
he
going to
said
do
that
it this
the
week.
last
I'm going to do.
time.
I
That's why
already
sent
told
blanks
my
in
girlfriend.
the
I was like,
first
I got to
place.
block out. I got to block out a few hours this week to do a Dynamite cover, right? So, I'm just saying, it's
Jay,
Action
you said
Comics.
that the first time.
I have said it before.
Yes, you have. Many times.
There's no reason why anybody should trust me.
Hey,
But no,
I
Mark's
believe
way
in
too
you, Robbie.
busy. Mark's way
Good
too
point,
busy.
Marcus. If it looks like Mark Spears' work, we're going to call you out.
It's way too. Mark's way too busy these days, so I can't get him to do it. No, I'm going to do it. I'm thinking Robin because my name is Robin, right? I'm Robbie, but my real name is Robin, so I'm thinking Robin. But y'all let me know. I see a Firestorm already out there. Firestorm's cool. I see Plastic Man. That could be fun. Red Hood. That's not fun. That's not fun, Sean. Come on. Who even is
who wants
Sean?
to bet he sends it back to me blank, like I sent to him? Raise your hand. Yeah, that's what I thought. Or it'll be like this very small thing on the cover that I.
When
won't be
I
able
agreed to
see.
do those things, I had plenty of time, and then once you sent them to me, I became John Cena, and now I don't have as much time.
I think when you promised you were drinking, I think that's what happened.
All right, that's very possible. I overpromise when I've been drinking. I'll tell you that for sure.
You were pulling a John Cole at the time, I'd say.
Luckily tonight I'm just drinking some Prime tonight. So this is the exact flavor that Randy Orton tried.
What's his name, isn't it?
Logan Paul, right?
Yes.
Yeah, and this is the exact flavor that during Backlash this weekend, Randy Orton took a swig of and like made a disgusted face and said, "Horrible." I like it. It's like a sour lemon. It's like a lemon head.
So
I like it.
when we went to Myrtle Beach for nationals, right? So we're signing in, and I guess they worked out some sort of deal with Logan Paul, and they gave us a case for our team. Okay. One of the players took a couple of swigs of it, and guess what I did? Gave the whole case back -1.
You know, for a sugar-free beverage, it tastes rather sickly sweet. I'll just tell you that. I will tell you that. But it's not as good as Body Armor. Body Armor is way better. But
Thank you.
It was I was gifted a bunch of Primes this weekend from a buddy of mine because it was my birthday and they know I'm getting into wrestling, so they were like, it was like a bit, send me some Prime. Yeah, I'm going to stick with Body Armor as far as hydration drinks go. Body Armor, Powerade, Gatorade, way better than Prime. Way better.
Yeah, there is a new one. Did you hear about this one? It's called water.
What does it taste like? What flavors do they have?
It tastes like water.
The no thank you.
All right. So let's do a full recap. So the giveaway tonight, if you have not gotten your hashtag in, it is Batman number 357 with Batman cover sketch by Joe Delbiato. So if you haven't, get in there.
And also, if I don't send you the Action Comics within 2 weeks, Rex, I will blame this Prime drink.
Mm-hmm.
Rio Punch is good, Sean. Check it out. It's good. Pipeline Punch is good too. The best one though is the mango one. I don't remember what it's called, but the mango one's really good.
I like Body Armor. I like Vitamin Water. Okay, less sweet. So that's about it.
My favorite is Body Armor Zero Sugar Strawberry Banana. You can just hook me up to an IV of that stuff and I would be happy.
I still drink Gatorade. I'm old school.
Dude, Gatorade Zero Grape and Orange, my favorites. Powerade Zero Grape and Orange. I love those ones too. So,
all right.
And I do love Monster, y'all. I really do.
So on my Google Chrome, it keeps flashing this flood advisory just issued. I know we're supposed to get rain, but a flood for real? I gotta check the weather after the show, see what the heck's going on. All right.
Yeah, you ain't lying. That green apple Gatorade is it. That stuff is so good, but it's so hard to find in my area, at least.
All right. So the Rex Cap. Here we go. First up, as always, Dynamite 10-pack reader set. 10 random Dynamite titles, $3.99 cover price or higher. And as always, we have for $5. Then the best deal we've ever had. Dynamic Forces mystery box, 2 CGC 9.8s, 1 virgin, 1 signed, 1 exclusive, and 10 back issues. $200 retail value guaranteed, and we've got it for $85. 2 CGC 9.8s for $85, on top of all the other ones you're getting.
Let's make this the Robbie pick of the week because more people need to be jumping in on this because it's insane.
For real.
Like what you get for $85 is insane.
Maybe I have to mix it up. So if you guys want me to mix up the combo on the mystery box, let me know.
I got an idea. I got an idea, Rex. You need to do what Disney did back in the 90s because this worked for them. Put it in the vault for a while. It's done. You can't have it anymore. And then 6 months later, bring it back and see what happens.
So I know Mike's gotten some. Lars man who works so much, we haven't seen him in a while. So we know that Lars man has been buying a bunch of them. So if you have Lars man's handle on Facebook or DM or whatever, ask him about it. He's bought multiple ones. So yeah, you know what? You might be right, Robbie. I may pull off the next show or next week.
Yeah, you'd be like, if you guys don't want to buy it, then we'll just pull it off.
Yeah,
and we'll bring it back, as Jay says, as the Diamond Edition. Heck yeah, let's do it.
So yeah, I like that.
We'll bring it back for a limited time with special commentary from Rock and Robbie, Rex, and John Cole. That'd be great, right?
All right. So then this is an EXP exclusive. I don't know if I have enough Mannix to be able to make that kind of box, Marcus. The future is ... hardcover. You can only find this on the XP. And we have for $30. All right. Then we have Amazing Spider-Man Blood Hunt #1 with Hobgoblin Carousel cover. It's just a retail of $149.99, and we have for $65.
Don't worry, Preston. After I send Rex my 3 blank covers over the next few months, nobody buys them. They'll wind up in a mystery box. You just wait and see.
Or giveaway.
It'll be a giveaway. I know, Rex. He'll be like, let's give this away. Nobody's going to hashtag EXP Monday.
I'll just randomly pick someone. I'll flip a coin. All right. Then we have Justice League Unlimited #1 with Penguin cover sketch by Jessica Court. I cannot believe this is still here.
Me neither. All that love for Jessica Court, and I don't know. Like, it's crazy.
Shocker, isn't it? All right. So then again, 2 for 120 if you buy 2 sketch covers tonight. But we have this one for 65. Then Avengers #1 with Black Widow cover sketch by Joe Delviano and Mariano Nicieza. It's just at retail of $149.99, and we have for 65. Then we have Predator versus Black Panther with Man Thing cover sketch by John Pleak. It's just at retail of $149.99, and we have this one for 65. Then Brave and the Bold featuring JLA #29 with animated JLA cover sketch by Tracy Medina. It's just at retail of $149.99, and we have this one for 65. Then Ultimate Spider-Man #1 with Spidey cover sketch by Gordon Purcell and Mariano Nicieza. Suggested retail of $149.99, and we have this one for 65. Remember, 2 for 120. All right. Then we have Metamorpho Brave and the Bold featuring Metamorpho. Number 57 is the blank variant, and we have that for 5. Then we have Fantastic Four Fanfare #1, 125 ratio by Simone DeMeo. It's 9.2 to 9.6. And we have that for 20. Then we have All New Venom #6, 125 ratio by EJ Sue. I mean, it's a 9.4, and we have this for 10. Then Star Wars #1, 125 ratio by Pepe Larraz. 9.2 to 9.4, and we have this for 15. Star Wars #1, 150 ratio by Lionel Francis Yu. And we have 9.4 to 9.6, and we have this for 25. And then the back issues. Avengers #107, it's 6.5 to 7.0. We have that for 10. Avengers #162, first appearance of Joe Costa. It's a 7.5 to an 8.0. We have that for 10. Avengers #164, it's 7.5 to an 8.0. Have that for 10. Superman #712, it's an 8.0, and we have that for 15.
Disappointed nobody's getting this one. This one's really good. It's a really good book.
Then we have Werewolf by Night #13, first appearance of Topaz Taboo. 6.0, and we have that for 20. Then we have Space Ghost #12, cover A by Francesco Mattina. And that a cover price. Then we have cover B by Jay Lee, and that we have a cover price. Cover C by Bjorn Berens, and we have that at cover. Cover D by Anthony Marquez, and we have that at cover price. Cover E by Mattina, it's a virgin metal, and we have that for 100. Then cover F, Anthony Marquez virgin, and we have that for 50. Then we have cover G, 110 ratio by Bjorn Berens. It's a virgin variant. Cover H, 110 J. Lee black and white variant. Have that for 10. Cover I, 110 Anthony Marquez black and white virgin, and we have that for 10. Cover J, 115 J. Lee black and white virgin, and we have that for 15. Cover K, the 115 Francesco Mattina virgin, we have that for 15. Cover L, the 120 J. Lee virgin, and we have that for 20. Cover M, the 1 in 5 Bjorn Berens black and white variant, we have that for 5. Cover N, the 1/7 Francesco Mattina black and white variant, we have that for 7. Then we have Green Hornet Miss Fury #5, cover A by Francesco Francavilla. Have that at cover price. Cover B by Jay Lee, and we have that at cover. Cover C by Jonathan Case, and we have that at cover. Cover D by Jacob Edgar, and we have that at cover price. Then we have cover E, the 110 Jay Lee black and white variant, and we have that for 10. Cover F, the 110 Jacob Edgar version, and we have that at 10. Cover G, the 115 Jay Lee black and white version, and we have that at 15. Cover H, the 115 Jonathan Case version, and we have that at 15. Cover I, the 120 Jay Lee version, and we have that at 20. Cover J, the 120 Francavilla version, and we have that at 20. Then we have Silverhawks number 4, cover A by Mark Spears at cover price. Cover B, the Jay Lee variant, and we have that at cover price. Cover C, James Stocco variant, and we have that at cover price. Cover D, Geraldo Borges, and we have that at cover price. Cover E, the Drew Moss variant, we have that at cover. Cover F, Lyrics Lee connecting variant, and we have that at cover price. Then we have cover G, the Mannix variant, and we have that at cover price. Then cover H, the Mark Spears foil variant, and we have that at $9.99. Cover I, the Mark Spears foil version, and we have that at $29.99. Cover K, the Mark Spears version, and that at $50. Cover L, the 110 by David Cousins, Battle Damage, have that at 10. Cover M, the 110 Lyrics Lee connecting foil, and we have that at 10. Cover N, the Jay Lee black and white version, and we have that at 10. Cover O, the 115 David Cousins Battle Damage version, and we have that at 15. Cover P, the 115 Lyrics Lee connecting foil version, and we have that at 15. Cover Q, 115 Mannix version, and we have that at 15. Cover R, the 120 Lyrics Lee connecting version, have that at 20. Cover S, 120 Drew Moss version, and we have that at 20. Cover T, the 120 Geraldo Borges version, and we have that at 20. Cover U, the 125 James Stocco variant, have that at 25. Cover V, the 125 Jay Lee version, and we have that at 25. Cover W, Mark Spears purple variant, have that at cover price. Cover X, Mark Spears purple foil, have that at cover price. Cover Y, the 1.7 Mark Spears red variant, have that at 7. Cover Z, the 1.7 Mark Spears color splash variant, have that at 7. Cover ZA, the 110 Mark Spears purple foil version, and have that at 10. Cover ZB, the 110 Mark Spears red version, and we have that at 10. Cover ZC, 1-15 Mark Spears color splash version, and we have that at 15. Cover ZD, 115 Mark Spears purple version, have that at 15. Then we have Red Sonja versus Army of Darkness number 2, cover A by Bjorn Borens, have that at cover price. Cover B by Tim Seeley, we have that at cover price. Cover C by Tom Rainey, cover price. Cover D by Nicole Jelinek, have that at cover price. Cover F, the Tom Rainey Virgin, we have that at 50. Cover G, the 110 Black Seeley, Tim Seeley black and white, have that at 10. Cover H, the 110 Nicole Jelinek Virgin, and we have that at 10. Cover I, the 115 Tim Seeley black and white Virgin, have that at 15. Cover J, the 115 Bjorn Borens Virgin, have that at 15. Cover K, 120 Tim Seeley Virgin, and we have that at 20. Zootopia number 3, again, reminder, release is 5/21. All right. Cover A by Trish Forstner, cover price. Cover B by Alessandro Rinaldi, cover price. Cover C, the Craig Rousseau color bleed variant, cover price. Cover D, storybook art variant, cover price. Cover E, the movie characters variant at cover price. Cover F, the 110 movie characters version at cover price at $10. Cover G, the 110 storybook art version at $10. Cover H, the 115, Craig Rousseau, color bleed version at 15. Cover I, the 115, Alessandro Rinaldi version at 15. Cover J, 120, Trish Forstner version at 20. And that is the books for the week.
Can I share something real quick?
Sure.
I just did a quick sketch of what I was thinking about doing for my first sketch for y'all. What do y'all think? Y'all want something like that? It's a Robin. It's me as Robin, but I'm being very generous to my size there. But anyway, think about it. I doodle, by the way. Look at all that. That's like for the last 2 weeks. But anyway.
Just send one of the damn covers back, would you?
Yeah, what do y'all think? Something like that? That'd be cool, right?
I'll take a stick figure at this point. Marcus is claiming it.
Are you claiming this little this board with notes and sketches on it? $250. But I'm just kidding.
If you ever get it.
It's been a great show, Rex, hasn't it?
All right. So the giveaway. First one is the Batman number 357 with Batman cover sketch by Joe Del Beato. Good. Spin that wheel, Jay. Mr. Towers, congrats, bro. All right. So the second giveaway is courtesy of our friend Corey. It is the Future Is ... hardcover. And the winner is
Hope Corey wins.
Pastor Michael.
There you go.
All right. Sounds good. So I will be back Wednesday at 7. So tune in then. And if you haven't given a number but want to know how many pages, we have to do this by Wednesday because Pastor Michael and Corey will have the book, so they'll know the answer. So I'm going to do it by Wednesday. I'm going to open one of them up. You can guess how many pages. Go ahead and fill a submission form, or if you have my email, email me. So far we have Preston, Triple B, Marcus, Corey, TJ, CJ, Barlord, Lorena. Shoot, I wrote somebody's name down. I can't read my own handwriting. Stevie B, Ryan Riley, Lyle, Johnny Sanchez, John S. Who's John S? I forget.
Probably Stout.
Yeah, that's right.
And as Marcus and Mike have both said, y'all, Amy's come in here and said it. Rex has said it. It's pinned at the top of YouTube. It's in the description of the video. Please fill out your form.
All right. So there you go. All right. Then we have Mike Asbill, Becky, Stephen Detta, Ed Weird, Easy, and Ed Craze. All right. So there you go. All right. What do we have coming up tonight?
So actually, TJ, first of all, at 9 Eastern, 8 Central, you're going to want to head over to PCP Movie Night. Watch Your Name. Sure to be awesome. Sad I'm going to miss it. Because at the same time, on the Experience this time, we're going to be doing a second shift lunch. And this one, it's going to be kind of more laid back, and he's got some surprises for everyone. So be sure to check that out. That's at the same time on the Experience, 9 Eastern, 8 Central. After that, come back to the Experience. I'm so used to saying that. After that, at 11 Eastern, 10 Central, going to have Best Coast Comics. They're going to be joined by the Colossus Collector, and they're going to be doing an X-Men Fantasy Team Draft.
Are you telling me that I already warned Kyle to stop competing with me on PCP Movie Night, and then he has the gall to move it to the EXP? Kyle, I'm coming after you, bruh. I'm taking all your titles. It's going to be a clean slate. Let Jay be free during PCP movie night. What's wrong with you, bruh? Come on. Don't make me have to show up.
You a different person. Can you rip your shirt off like the Hulk Hogan?
No, brother. Nobody wants to see that.
All right.
Y'all want to see scraggly chest hair? No, nobody wants to see that, man. So.
Just give us a little "you can't see me."
All right. So
Kyle needs an attitude adjustment.
Robbie, thank you. Jay, as always, thank you. Appreciate you guys. Peace.
Join the party. Head over to our link tree to find all the links for everywhere the experience is all the time.